So anyway, you can probably start recording.
Yes, I just did. This is Mask,
We're recording right now.
This is Mask, Web of Intrigue, and we are recording. I'm nobody apparently, so let's meet the somebodies.
Hi, I'm somebody. I'm playing somebody who will be in this game. I am Alice. I'm playing Dee the Bull, who's when last we left her, she was being kind of threatened by Katarina, and then Katarina fled.
We're going from the roll 20, I guess. Hi, I'm Janine. I play as Mina Wolfgang. It's also reformed, and I can't remember where am I. Oh, I'm at the church, waiting for Didi to come. I don't know.
I'm Phantom Mouse. I played Chimera. I'm a transformed, and I'm currently captured by the gecko.
Hi, I'm Joshua. I play Zinc. I'm out searching around for asking people where if they've seen Chimera or any furry little beast.
I'm Evelyn. I play Maria, and I'm with Sync, searching for the furry little beast.
Alright, so we're doing some very minor retcons of the previous session because everything went weirdly. So instead of Didi meeting Katrina on Friday, it is now Thursday because Didi will meet with her uncle for the laptop on Friday. So we're gonna do that. There's been odd blackouts in the favela that's Maria has been aware of. The Chimera has talked with Gecko on Saturday morning. That's still Saturday morning. Nothing has changed on that side. And yeah. All right. So no. I closed everything. Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't close everything. Okay. Cool. All right. So before we start, we're basically like continuing the previous session. The previous session was weird. So yes. So I'm not adding any team to the pool because it's still the previous session's continuation. The Janus can reminder that the Janus can affirm their heroic or secret identity for the masked move once per session. All right. When time passes, the Janus has already rolled the obligation, so now we have the reformed who will roll their highest obligation plus 2d6. Just do it.
Okay. Flat 2d6.
Plus your highest obligation. Okay, so that's a 10. Okay. Neato. So alright. Flat 2d6 on the 10. So on a 10 plus, they come crashing into your life with a crisis. Okay. Okay. Okay, sure. Totally. Hey, like right here. Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I forgot about. It shouldn't be high.
I mean, you have no control over it, so it's the
Yeah,
roll.
it's like I was thinking, is that a good thing? No, apparently not.
Wait, why did you just roll mundane randomly?
Oh shit! Sorry about that.
I mean, you didn't have to,
Oh
but
God.
you're not getting potential for that because it's not just a test roll. All right, so okay.
No, I didn't mean to roll. Sorry.
It's fine. It's like it's just easy to click on that. All right, so that's happening. All right, so I'm actually going to ask like everyone a few questions about the world and their characters, and also figure out like what happened. So on Thursday, Oh, right. We need to do the Wednesday afternoon scene with Dee Dee and Mina and Minami and Father Ed. So let's do it. Okay. All right,
Yay.
Mina, you just woke up with the voice of Father Ed and Dee Dee and Minami, and the door is opening to the back
I
room where you
go
are.
back.
What do you do?
I panic a little.
Okay.
Decided to fake sleeping. Go.
You try to fake sleep. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I okay. Hmm. I'm actually trying to figure out if that's a no. That's not a roll. You know what? No, that's not okay. That's not even a roll. All right. So you try to fake sleep, and so you hear Father Ed enter, and Father Ed calls you. Fatima, are you awake? Your friends are here.
How's she doing, Father Ed? Is she doing better?
She's fine. She wanted to go home because she lives nearby, but then eventually she said she feels weak, so she went back to sleep. I think it's the painkiller mostly.
I'll walk over to her and look at her and see how well the wounds have been dressed up and everything.
Yes, it has been dressed up, and damn it! One second, one second. Stuff, weird stuffs are happening in the room. Okay. All right. Yes. Sorry about that. Okay. So Um, Minami says, and then you hear Minami's voice, Mina. And she said her name was Fatima? Father Ed says, yes. Do you know her? And she sighs. You hear Minami sigh. And then you hear the footsteps getting closer. Mina, what do you do? Do you
I
still stay asleep?
you see uh Mina visibly, struggling not to move,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
even though she's kind of afraid of what's gonna happen.
Yep. So, like, do you move or like do you still try to stay sleeping? Like, pretend to be
I'm
sleeping.
gonna I'm gonna pretend
Okay.
sleeping.
Okay. Minami walks up to you and punches you in your face.
I uh,
Minami, what? What? Why? Father Ed kind of like freaks out a little bit.
I'll grab Minami. I was like, that doesn't help wound recovery.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. This asshole is called Mina, not Fatima. I can't believe you came into the church and lied about your identity. Not to mention you got shot about it.
I stand up and say, and what am I supposed to tell them? That I'm Mina Wolfgang? That everyone's looking for me? I'm not that stupid.
She goes to punch you again. Didi, are you holding her back?
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, you're an asshole. That's what you are. What are you doing here? I told you to stay out of my life.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I have a choice, I
Oh,
would have
one
gotten
question.
back to
Mina, does Minami have influence over you?
the influence over me.
Hmm?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Okay.
does.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure because she's a kid. She doesn't automatically have influence over you. But okay. Okay, so I'm actually going to quickly write that down because she is definitely trying to shift your labels. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. So she is going to. Uh. Oh man. Oh man. I am trying to think what she would do. Okay. Yeah, I know what she would do. She would try to raise your danger and lower your savior. Your savior is at -2.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't resist, nothing will happen, but you will get a condition.
Oh shit.
Maybe a bloody nose.
I will. Okay. I will try to resist. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I don't. Yeah, I'll try to resist.
Okay.
I
Try to
will.
reject.
Mhm. Well, first of all, I have no way. Well, I wasn't exactly conscious when I was brought here, so I have no option rather than here because I can't go to the hospital. Remember?
No, I mean, if you're rejecting, then you should like use the reject influence move to reject, and then we'll see what actually happens.
On the rule, take advantage on the influence someone. Should I roll?
Yeah, it's
Wait, which one?
flat 2d6.
Oh, flat 2d6.
Flat
Sorry.
2d6. Yes. Oh, what? Okay, let's just. Oh, okay, it's fine. It doesn't really matter then. All right. Just making sure. Does Mina have influence over Minami? She's your backstory character. You get to choose that.
I lost that influence when she knows the truth.
Okay, okay. Okay. So you don't have influence over her. Okay, that is very interesting. Let me actually also write that down because okay, no influence over Minami. Okay, cool. Right, that is an important thing. All right, so that's a 7. Okay, so you can choose one.
Uh, I will clear condition.
You don't have any condition.
I wait.
But
I have
she had.
condition.
Oh yeah, like
I didn't guilty.
oh yeah, you had like basically since we're like yeah, since we did the time pass thing, I figured just wipe all conditions, so you
Yeah.
don't need to
So
worry about
let me remove that.
like even if you remove
Yeah.
it, you're going to remove all conditions anyway, so it's like it doesn't matter.
Jesus. I'd say I don't have any influence on her, so I'm just gonna mark potential.
Okay, and by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Okay.
I'm basically telling them that I have nothing to do with your life as of the moment. Remember, I'm only here because I got shot, and the hospital is not an option for me.
No, see, here's the thing: you have to act. You can't just use words.
Oh gosh,
Yep.
how am I?
Yep. I mean, if you just like stand up and say that and just walk out of the church, that constitutes it. Or
Alright,
like you can come
yeah,
come up with something else. That's also fine. Like that's one option, but you can come up with other options. That's also
uh, I'd say that and ask basically ask DD have can I have my mask back as I say to DD, and then giving after DD giving it to me, I'm gonna walk off out of the church.
Actually, I'm gonna ask if the other people can give Mina and myself a moment to talk. But if she said that already, she said it. But I had been telling everyone that she was just a casual bystander, so the mask kind of shoots that story down. So she's kind of outing herself if she said that.
I will tell DD it's fine. She knows who am I. Give me the mask.
I'll hand her the mask.
Thank you. And I put the mask on my coat and walk out of the church.
I'm gonna look at Minami. Obviously, you know her. What's going on?
She looks at Father Ed. Father Ed is also looking at her in a curious face and asking, I would also like to know, Mina, who is she and what did she do to you to make you so lash out so hard? And Minami sighs and sits down on the bed that was just momentarily ago filled by her sister and says that is Mina Wolfgang, my asshole older sister. I wish she wasn't, but she is.
Okay.
Remember Wolfscans, father? You know how there was the big deal with the UPP finding out Wolfscan was distributing drugs? She was the bloody CEO. She did that. And that's why I'm angry at her. She ruined so many people's lives.
She, Dee Dee's a little stunned. She'll sit down on the bed too, and just try to wrap her head around this. It's been a weird day.
Who shot her? Father Ed asks you, Didi. Who shot her, Didi?
Dee Dee will recount the circumstance, which she knows better than I do, because I can't remember which gang shot her, but pretty much it was two gangs, and
you actually didn't see who shot her. Like the gunshot happened, and then you saw like her like being hit and falling. The gunshot happened like you were fighting with Katerina at the time, so the gunshot happened from out of your view. Like Zink.
Okay, so the only thing I can say is
Zink actually saw who did it. That it was nobody, and Chimera actually saw who did it, but you didn't see it because from your viewpoint, it was like obscured.
Okay, so it was either Tio Juanita's gang or the Aranha gang. Yeah, and the only thing I know for certain is Katerina wasn't the one who shot her, because I was tossing her.
Yes. You're also sure, like, Tia Juanita didn't shot her because she was in the other direction from you.
Yeah. So just a member of their gang. So I don't know the individual who shot her, but it was one of the gang members.
What was she doing there? Minami asks.
Well, full disclosure, the group I was with, she's a member of the group, though she's acted suspicious in the past. Anyway,
gee, I wonder why. Minami quips.
And I think she still is. But the one of the members of our group, a local garage was going to get muscled into working for one of the gangs, and we're going to try to intercede on that. And it went south after someone tried to punch Katerina.
So, wait, so you're saying she was trying to stop the gangs, not working for them?
Correct. She was trying to stop them. She was trying to help out. The first time we had an encounter, though, she was acting very suspicious. She went into the bathroom and just disappeared from there. So she hasn't always acted 100% reliably.
Father Ed says, well, it sounds like her heart was in the right place considering she took a bullet for trying to stand up for what's right. Maybe you should consider giving her the benefit of the doubt, Minami. Minami's like, no way, father. You don't know her like I do. She's evil. And I don't want her coming in this church. She's going to ruin it. I don't know how, but she's going to ruin it. Everything she does, she just it she messes it up. Everything she tries, she messes it up. Oh my gosh.
Minami, I obviously you've known her much longer than I have. But I will say that she was acting on behalf of good in the circumstance that I saw her this most recent time.
She kind of stumbles for a second, but wait, you said she was behaving weirdly before, so maybe she has some ulterior motive and she just got shot by accident.
She was helping us this current time. So, I mean, you're my best friend. I haven't kept much by way of secrets from you, and yeah, I'm telling you that straight.
Well, still, if you're going to hang around her, just be careful. I don't want her to ruin your life like she did mine, and like half the people in the favela.
I appreciate that. Now, is there anything she can do to help mend the bridges if she truly is contrite?
Wait, what are you asking?
Is there anything she can do to prove that she's good, to make it better?
I who are you asking? Sorry. Like who are you asking this?
Minami.
Uh, Minami says no. She had a chance. She had a chance long ago.
That's fair. I'll keep an eye on her. But yeah, know that you're my best friend, so I don't want to see you hurt as well. But I'll try to keep an eye out for her.
Alright, cool. We're gonna end the scene there and pick up back with Mina, who had just left the church. And what are you doing?
I am actually pacing outside,
Mm-hmm.
trying to mentally, telekinetically, you know, what you call that, peer inside to hear what they are saying about me.
Oh, really? Okay, that's not horrible in the slightest. Please unleash your powers. Please do. Please do. Oh, also, by the way, you did level up with that last potential, so you can get an advancement if you want. Hey,
Yes, I already picked one.
nice. Oh, you picked one. Cool. Tell me what you did.
It's a star move. It's the Gossip Mags.
Okay. Let me actually see the thing. It is a star move. Okay, so that's not allowed playbook, but let's see if this move actually works. Like, you can take moves from not allowed playbooks as long as they make sense. So okay. Okay, so how are you? So I would say, like, if you change it slightly, it would work. So instead of like gossip and rumor of the celebrity industry, you can just have like gossip and rumor of the favela for information.
Okay.
Alright, so okay, cool. So that's like we're just like slightly changing it to tailor to this game. Is that all right with you?
Yes,
Alright, cool.
that makes sense.
Alright, cool. Let me write that down then. Alright, so let me I can't speak for some reason because okay. Take another move from friggin' thingy. It's gonna be, oh no, sorry. This is take another move from another playbook. Okay, my bad. My bad. Take a move from another playbook. Let's just rename it for sakes, which is like the rumor mill, because I think that sounds really silly.
Rumor mill.
Yeah,
If I'm
like it's the same thing, just change the off the celebrity industry to off the favela, and that's it. Like that's literally it. Nothing else changes. So I'll just quickly type that in to the thingy that keeps me right. All right, and yes, you can do the thing that you're doing, which is um
eavesdropping.
yes, eavesdropping. That would be okay. The rumor mill. Let me tap into the gossip and rumor of the favela for information on an important figure. Okay, roll plus that. Alright, on a hit, you do stuff and etc. Alright, so let's just copy that and grab that and paste there and add it here. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, cool. One second. Alright. Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry, it took a little bit of while. I just, wrote that down for ease of reference. All right, cool. Okay, so you can try to unleash your powers. You got a 7 on that. All right, so um, if you mark a condition, you will do it. Otherwise, it's going to be unstable or temporary. It's totally
I
up to you.
think I'd say unstable because halfway through that, I don't think Mina would stomach all the
Okay,
thing
okay,
that her
okay,
sister's saying about her.
okay. Absolutely. So it was temporary, and basically all you heard was the part that Mina, Didi asking if there's any way Didi can help you mend the bridges with your sister, and then you feel Minami speak that no, she had her chance and she blew it long ago.
Damn. It's going great.
It's going
Yeah.
great. Okay, so you heard that. I'm not going to give you a condition because you're going to clear condition anyway. So the time moves. It's going to clear the condition anyway. So you're not getting a condition. But like what what do you do at this after hearing this?
Gosh, I would probably, after the whole thing that happened whole day, I have the worst luck on that day.
Hmm.
So I'm probably, start addressing what should I do in the future if ever I got shot again.
Okay.
Try not to get shot again because the chances of me meeting Mina in the church is highly.
I mean, she lives there. You know that she lives there with Father
Yes.
Ed. It's like,
So actually, if you allow me, I would probably buy some things
Yeah, like
for myself.
yes, like sure. Like what do you mean allow? Like you have money. You have a little bit of money. You can totally do that.
I probably buy a damn what you call that, the thing you wear so you won't get shot.
A Kevlar bulletproof vest,
Yeah,
something.
yeah, a Kevlar, bulletproof vest at least.
Okay.
Not if I got shot, it won't be that bad.
All right, cool, absolutely, and that's actually great because remember the whole part that you have a weapon supplier as your obligation,
Yeah, shit. Yes,
and are you going to them for getting this thing?
yes.
Okay, cool, and that is the best way to have them crash into your life.
Damn it! I
So,
didn't account for that. I
I,
totally forgot.
okay, so like, are you going there right now, like while you just finished eavesdropping, or are you like waiting for Didi? Like you're not sure when she's
I'd
going to come out,
probably
but yes. Oh my
I
god!
would
Oh
wait.
my god, that list. Oh wow.
Shit. I would wait for Didi to come out and basically tell her what I'm basically telling her what I'm gonna do for the evening.
Okay,
Like I'm gonna buy some cover suit.
okay. Didi, do you like come outside to catch up with Mina before she runs off or something?
Yeah. I'll probably ask Meanie Me just to wait a minute, just to so I can touch base with Mina.
Okay. So you come outside and you see like Mina's about to like she's planning on walking away, but kind of waiting for you, and she's still there. Just talk, do stuff.
Um, obviously, you're going through a lot of stuff right now. But just before anything goes down, I just want to let you know I'm glad you're okay. We don't always get
Thanks.
along. I don't always appreciate everything you do, but I do appreciate you as a friend, and hopefully we can mend this bridge with your sister.
Okay. Thanks for bringing. I mean, helping me. I don't know what to say actually.
Are you
I
before you answer, are you like comforting or supporting her?
I'll try. It'll be an abysmal failure because I got a -2 in mundane right now.
Yes, but she is your you have the friend thing,
rival.
right?
Ooh, and I have influence over her, so it'll actually balance out.
All right, let's see. When you comfort or support, okay, so that's no, you just have one. So no, it's not like it's you have -2, so it's only gonna be a -1. Yeah.
But well, Bull's Heart it says add 1 to all rolls that target these two, and then also I have influence over her. Wouldn't that add 1 also?
Wait, what?
I mean, if you
What?
say no,
No,
I
wait,
won't.
wait, wait, wait. Bullsart says what? I thought Bullsart only.
Bull's Heart says add 1 to all rolls that target these two.
Really? I think I forgot to write that. Okay, my bad. My bad. And I don't. Where does it say that?
It's actually on the character sheet. I'm
I'm
gonna try to get a
I'm
screenshot for you.
seeing it on the character sheet. I don't. Like you mean the PDF, right? I don't know where it says that. It doesn't say so on the PDF. It's bizarre. Where are you seeing that? Like the friend role actually has some benefit to comforting or supporting your love or rival, which is nice. You get a potential no matter what. Oh, that's
Check,
outdated.
check the disc.
Roll 20's values are outdated. Roll20 is
Okay,
Roll20's
so it'll be a
information-
-1.
Roll20's information is like, it's like often outdated because the sheets had never been outdated. I'm guessing this is what Bull's Heart in its first iteration was made as, but right now it says like you always have exactly one love and one rival. You can change your love or rival at any time. Give the new subject of your affection or disdain influence over you. Take +1 ongoing to any action that impresses your love or frustrates your rival. I don't think you're frustrating her right now.
No, but it might impress.
No, impress needs to be for love. She is your rival.
I don't know.
Oh, it's either you frustrate.
Oh, okay.
Impress your love or frustrate.
All right.
your
Well,
rival.
either way.
Yeah, it's a -1
E-
roll. It's not
either way.
bad. It's just terrible.
Not bad.
It's just terrible.
-3.
It's a -1. -1. Just -1. What? Wait. Why did you roll a -3?
You know what? I mathematically screwed that up, but
Okay, it's fine.
it ends
It's
up being a 9.
Yeah, it
so
ends up being a 9. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's go over one by one. Okay, so you did hit. So let's go do the comforter support first. Then we'll go over the friend roll. So okay, so when you comfort or support someone, roll plus Mandale on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. All right, Mina, do you open up to her? So
Oh,
do so.
hell yeah! It's the most bad day she ever had. Open up.
All right. So you don't have any conditions
Basic.
to worry about. You can mark potential as shift labels.
I'm gonna wait. How many? Let me see my labels. I'm just gonna mark potential because my labels are fine.
Okay. All right.
You will see Mina tearing up, but making it. How do you say that? She's forcing herself not to cry in front of you.
I mean, you're like 4 years older than her. It would be slightly embarrassing if you cried in front of her.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you can see that she's tearing up.
it's adorable. All right, and the friend roll makes you mark potential on a hit, so you also get potential, DD. Congratulations.
okay. So we like to call that the Minotaurus move.
Damn it! All right. Mina, what do you do? She's kind of like DD is, supporting you and trying to comfort you. What do you do?
I said, I'm sorry. I really
It's
great.
dusty out here. It's dusty out here. So
It's a terrible day for Rain. Yes, it is a terrible day for Rain.
Yeah, everything in my life is bullshit. From day one, I just I have a mother who's an addict and a dad who died the first year we've been together. But I didn't have much choice.
I'm somewhat moved. I'm actually going to give her a hug and say, hey, you know what? I mean, I lost my mom and dad in the same day. I got completely moved to another country, and I've got an uncle who sent me off to the favela. So I know a little bit of where you're coming from, not entirely, but we'll work things out.
I mean, life's unfair, right? Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna buy some things.
Before you go, did both of you just use your team moves, share a vulnerability or weakness with someone?
Oh,
I think so.
Okay,
I guess I did.
awesome. All right, so let's go over like the reformed first because you did it first. So, sadly, the team move isn't something I wrote down because I'm smart. Again, I forgot to do that, so I will write that down someday, next day, but not today. So, okay.
Professionalism.
Yep. Yep. All right. So this is the reformed team moves. I'm just directly posting into Discord. So when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, ask them what they would do something dark and gain influence over them. So you gain influence over Didi. You already have influence over Didi, so you get to shift her labels, Mina.
Yay! Oh, I'd say +1 on Saber and Freak.
Down freak, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Up Saber, down Freak.
Yes. You cannot resist this because she just get influence over you. Anyway, Didi, you get to answer this question, I guess. Like this is slightly a meta question, I guess, meta character question.
I don't understand the way that's phrased. When
Yeah.
you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, ask them what they would do something dark for
So like
and gain influence
yeah,
over
it's
them.
like weird. I mean, I guess you can interpret it any way you want to. Like maybe I don't know how do I interpret it. I'm guessing I interpret it like what goal would you pick
In
to
other words,
do
what
something
would they
bad
do
for?
something? Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
what would I do something bad?
yeah, I guess. I mean,
What conditions would I do something bad?
yes.
I would do it to protect those I care about and to protect people who are innocent or being run roughshod.
Hmm.
And honestly, I'm thinking something dark would be to seriously hurt or even kill someone.
Nice. So like I imagine like the team moves, these questions are basically the other person realizing this factor about their own self rather than an actual question. So it's like
Oh, that's
Didi
yeah,
basically
that's nice.
realizing that I would hurt someone like she did to protect people I care about and stuff. That you just said. So that's cool. That's neat. All right, and time for the bull thing. I will seriously put this in the thingy. I will seriously.
I'll be right back.
Cool. Okay, so this is
Okay.
the bull team move. Alright, so when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, give them influence and hold 2. Oh my god. Uh okay, so since she just gained influence over you, maybe we don't need to worry about that again because that just seems weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you get to hold 2 DD in order to help Mina
Mina.
as if this was team. So, but this is only for Mina. So, DD to help Mina. Add and the
Now,
value is 2. Yep.
dumb question.
Mhm.
Could I use 2 all at once or do I have to use them one at a time?
So I'm guessing since it says spend that hold to help them as it if we're team in the pool and you can only spend one team at a time. I'm guessing it would be one team at a time. But I mean it's up to you. If you want to hold like spend 2 at once, I'm fine with it. It's no big deal.
Okay, we'll see how the situation
Yeah.
develops.
Yeah, totally. I mean it's just like so it's just like such a big nuance. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Anyway. Alright, cool. So okay, that was the mechanics done. Mina, Didi, how do you end your scene? The hug ends.
Yeah, listen, I gotta go back in for Minami. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is so awkward. I'm just okay. I'm gonna go.
Okay, that's fair. Let me know if you need anything. Okay.
I'll text you if something comes up. Then I awkwardly walk away.
Good. We will get to your scene with Mr. Kane about royally screwing up your life later. Oh my god.
Why every time I
Yeah,
roll
you
that,
rolled a 10. I can't help if you roll a 10.
that's exactly what did Roll20 gave me with Tia Juanita.
Roll20 wants to make your life interesting, not my fault. Okay. So we'll go to that. So basically, like, so we'll just so you go to Mr. Kane like maybe that night or maybe the next day. We'll figure that out. So on Thursday, as you know, like on Wednesday at the school assembly, um Hermano Alvarez became as the school's donor to support the Wi-Fi as well as other like school infrastructure and like in his very in his very tacky written down speech that nobody paid attention to because he's a gang leader. But yeah, all right. So on Thursday, while like you were all at school, well, not you, like when Minami and Didi were both at school, Alvarez also declares his support for the Church of Faustina. Yeah, and you kind of find that out in your in your lunch break that this has happened, and like basically his what he's saying is that like he's openly supporting the church as it has stood against the Arhana gang as a symbol of the people's will to fight back against their bad influence. And yeah, he's supporting that basically, and many people are buying into it, so that's great. So yeah, okay. So all right, so let's go over everyone about what's going on. Mina,
Yes.
the Cobra Blanca is trying to win over the people of the favela. How is the Arhana gang trying to combat these new efforts in these few days until Saturday that you have seen? Like basically.
Actually, I have no idea. Maybe. Oh god. Uh, maybe they're doing efforts in the.
Like why don't you think about it? I will ask everyone else their questions and get back to you. All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Maria.
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that your parents have a pickup truck and that's kind of rickety and run down, but they still use it to like deliver goods and veggies and stuff to the market and back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What do they normally do when it breaks down?
Try and fix it themselves, and if that does,
If that doesn't work, you kind of cut off there.
they call someone else for help.
Okay. So, all right. So, the thunderstorm on Tuesday, although there was no like water stagnation because it's the slopes, there was a few potholes, and they hit a pothole on Thursday morning while going to the market, and they broke their axle, which is kind of serious. It's not like they can't repair it, so they put it up for repair at some nearby garage. They did not go to Gervasio because that's like 3 kilometers away from that market. So it's like somewhere in the southwest. Yes, southwest now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, why don't you tell me the like I guess you can come up with a name for the garage. It can be a generic name. I don't really mind, or you can use like the person's name as well. That's also fine.
Who's running it? Put like over there.
Like you can just use a generic name, or you can just use somebody's name. That's also fine. Okay, Jacoby's repairs. Is this, and you get to decide this, is this garage independent or part of some gang?
Independent.
Oh my god! Okay. Independent garage near the street market. Cool. Alright. Cool. That's there. So right now so it's being repaired and um what do they do in the meanwhile? Do they like borrow some like vehicle from their neighboring shops, or do they just get some wheelbarrows to do it manually? Like, what do they do?
Yeah, they're probably trying to carry it themselves.
Okay. Are you helping them out? Because it is difficult for just the two of them.
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay, cool. So you're basically getting up at 4 a.m. with them to run to the freaking. I mean, you still have bicycles. If like, I'm guessing like everyone in your house probably has bicycles. So you just like drive there and then using wheelbarrows to cart like heavy vegetables to their market.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Okay. So let's see.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Mhm. And basically, when you go to school, you're like so tired you fall asleep in the class and get yelled at.
That's offensive. How dare they?
Is that offensive? I mean, you did fall asleep in the class.
I was helping my family. How dare they?
All right. For carrying veggies, I realize I'm not typing it in the doc. I will take care of that maybe someday. Today, not today. In wheelbarrows. All right. Cool. Okay. Right. We will come back to you. Chimera.
Yes,
Okay. What does Donzel's mother do for a living?
she's she works at the melting pot.
Really? I did not realize that. Did you just make that up, or did you actually tell that to me before?
I just made it up.
Okay. That's why I was wondering. Did you tell me that before? Okay, cool. What does she work at the melting pot as?
As one of the managers.
Oh my gosh. What? Okay. She's the manager at the melting pot. All right. So you tell me that. Okay. So I'll actually come back to you after like soon. All right. Um. What have okay. Zinc.
Yes.
All right. Did you give Chimera's phone number to the UPP?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, okay, that's one thing. That's just like a minor incident. That's not your big question. Your big question is, what are you doing regarding these visions you keep having?
Okay, I don't know. I went back to. Let's see. Yeah, went back to the shop and told what what's her name? Oh, crap, I can't remember. The lady that helps me. What's her name?
Suarez?
Yeah. And told her that I was having visions, weird stuff.
Weird stuff. What do you mean weird stuff? What kind of visions? She asked.
Things like what's going on around the city and what's been happening to people.
Like, could you tell me one of your visions?
I don't know.
like you've had how many visions you've had? You've had 3 of them. Yes, you've had 3 of them. The first time was when you were like um at the in the darkness, in the blackout, fighting with Fernando in the dark. Okay. The next vision is at the fight scene in front of Gervasio's garage when you took the gun from Eric and then dropped it because the vision kind of caused you to lose your grip on it. The third time you had a vision when you were in Mason's shop and like Eric told you you're welcome, and you had an image of that like juxtaposed with him again. In all these visions you are tinier than him. So yeah.
Okay.
So you've had like 3 visions. Oh, you've also had a dream. Right. My bad. You've also had a dream. 4 times then. All right. Wait, no. You've had 3 times. You didn't have any vision in the darkness. My bad. You had a dream. You had Gervasio's garage, and you had Mason's shop. Second time.
I'm having this dream about I can't think. Gervasio's garage and stuff.
Okay. Let's see. That should not. That should not happen. Okay, so I think like you're basically like mechanically speaking, I think we want to just put some mechanics on it so we can properly figure out the best way to deal with this. So I'm guessing like you're probably like using this move. So this move, which is since you're approaching your creator or caretaker with this problem. So like so like what would you like, are you facing this as an obstacle, or are you asking her that you need to achieve something?
I'm asking her if I need to achieve something.
Yes, so what are you trying to achieve? Or rather, like, sorry, what do you need to achieve regarding this vision thingy?
I don't. Um. Oh crap! I don't
That
know.
was loud.
I don't know. I'm still half asleep.
Oh my god. So why don't you think about this, because I still have to like get around everyone and I haven't like asked questions to everyone yet. So why don't you think about this? I'll be back to you in like 5 minutes. So right, so we've
Okay.
had we have questions for Mina, have you thought about how Arana gang is going around trying to combat these new efforts by the Cobra Blanca to win over the people of the favela, because they're succeeding?
Yes, I think they are offering small loans for the entrepreneurship
Ooh.
people.
To
Free,
small entrepreneurs. So they
and offering.
already
They also
have like loan sharks. So like maybe they're doing it at a much less interest, right?
And
okay, cool.
yes, and that they are providing what you call that safety. Basically, they will guarantee your place that if the gangs will not attack your place, you draw if you loan them from them.
Oh, if you take loan from them,
Sorry,
they offer
English.
protection. Wow. Okay,
Yes,
that's
yes.
very powerful. Oh wow, wow. And those who choose get guaranteed protection from damage. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Wow, nice, cool. All right, Chimera, how is this recent gang activity increase in the favela spilling into your mother's workplace or making her life difficult?
She's been hit up a couple times. There's an arrest, not arrest, but attempted robberies by some of the lower gang members.
Wait, she's been hit up as what?
Attempted robberies by some of the lower gang members.
Oh, like her house? Her home?
No, her on the way home from work.
She's been like attempted mugging. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, cool. That's okay. Yes. She's, like, has they succeeded, or did she manage to like get away, or have they succeeded?
she didn't have money the couple times they tried.
Okay. uh, on her way to and from her workplace, and she didn't have much money on her. Did they hurt her?
Not bad, no,
Okay.
because they know that they're trying to make a positive image.
Okay. So they didn't hurt her much. Okay, so that's done. That's Chimera done. Maria done. Zinc will get to Mina. Didi. Oh, right. My bad. Okay, so Didi. Friday evening, your uncle Esteban sends over a swanky car with a chauffeur to take you to his place, to get the laptop. Why don't you tell me, like, what happens? Like, I'm just letting you totally control this part of the scene. No problem here.
I guess I would be surprised, but I wouldn't. I take it he always rolls around looking big money-ish.
Yes, he does.
And since I'm
He's kind of self-righteous. We have kind of established that he is.
since I'm asking a favor for a laptop,
Mhm.
I'm actually going to be at least a little dressed up,
Oh my gosh.
and try to behave myself. But I probably will still have a little bit of a scowl on my face the whole time.
Aylis, you're going very quiet.
I'll probably still have a bit of a scowl on my face the whole time because, well, I'm DD.
Yes, you have permanent scowl except when you're hugging your rival. Apparently, you don't have a scowl then. Or did you still have a scowl when you were hugging her?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I don't know how to spell chauffeur. I just said the word, but I don't know how to spell it. Thank you. Now I know. Good. Yes, the resting skull face. Alright, moving on. Okay, so yeah, you go to his home. Just, I don't know where it is. It's probably out. It can be outside of the favela. It could be on the edge of the favela. I don't really mind. Wherever, it doesn't matter. All right, so you go there. He kind of makes. Did you just like tap on the map somewhere?
Oh, that's
Me?
me. Sorry,
Oh,
messing with.
okay. I thought you were like showing the place where it was. Okay, never mind. Like, it's fine. Alright, since Swinky car with the chauffeur, he gives you the laptop, probably asks how you're doing. Like, it's very distant. Like, he behaves very distantly because that's why he sets you up in the favela in this weird tiny apartment.
Yeah, and also, I mean, there's other factors. I don't realize this. He doesn't want to get attached because the fact of the matter is he wants to run experiments on me. And crap.
Yep. Did he ask for a blood test from you for vaccination purposes, as you suggested on Discord?
Yeah. He he probably says, "Oh, while you're here, can I get a blood sample for? We got to make sure all your vaccinations are up to date." And
Vaccination.
not the wiser.
So you're annoyed, but you're none the wiser, right?
Yeah. Now I'm exceptionally tough, so I have no idea whether or not a regular needle works on me.
No, I would say, like if you allow the needle to work, it will work. So it's like, it's up to you. So if you allow the needle to pierce your skin, it will pierce it. That's no problem there. You can
well,
also
they
choose to
probably need
manually resist. That's also up to you. That's like, it's your power. You can do that.
I'll probably let it because I don't realize that there's anything sinister going on here.
No, of course not. He's your uncle. He's weird and cold and distant, but he's definitely not secretly a supervillain.
Who captured me and drugged me and
Yeah.
gave me the powers.
Yeah,
And
it's not
just
him,
kind
right?
of like how Chimera got powers too. Funny.
Interesting. And he did take some blood, and who knows? Maybe this blood is going to end up in someone else. We don't know. Nobody knows. Does somebody know? We don't know. All right. Okay. So that's basically everyone's question down. So you have the laptop. Alright, so we'll go to your scene next to figure out what is in the USB drive. We'll do that right now. Okay, so zinc.
Yes.
Alright, so did you figure out what you need to achieve?
Trying to understand where all these visions are coming from.
Alright, cool. Okay, so they will offer you something you need, and I get to choose one. So that's secret, or it's gonna be secret information because that's literally the only thing makes sense. Alright, so she actually tries to look up the TTRPG database because she herself really does not know your original identity. She just thought you're a random donated corpse that I got to work on. She never even bothered to find out your real name or anything because, yeah. All right, so she found that out, and yeah. So I'm guessing you're accepting her help, and then I will rewrite one of your lessons. She will rewrite one of your lessons. All right, cool. So let's see. Lessons. Okay. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Okay, so basically, I am rewriting. I am a cop to clean up the city, and I am she is rewriting that with. I am a manufactured product of Tekes. So this is now your new lesson. So that basically how this works in story is that Suarez finds out your original identity and says, okay, it looks like you used to be a boy who died in a car crash, a boy named Pedro Falcao. Yes, Pedro Falcao. She's kind of reading up the database, and it's possible that young Pedro knew this Eric person, and of course, some of the old brain tissue is still in there. We just modified it and grafted our patented technology to give you, being able to think faster, being able to have greater senses than normal people. So, okay, greater senses than normal people. So, yeah. So it's possible that you these old memories are somehow surfacing because of meeting this Eric person. Whoever he was, he must have been probably close to young Pedro. But I guess it doesn't really matter. She just like closes the laptop. She says, I guess it doesn't really matter. You used to be a person, but that person died. You're now a product of Tekis. So I wouldn't worry about this. Eventually, all of these visions are going to stop as your new identity asserts itself. So you shouldn't have to worry about it. She just tells you that.
Okay.
So then she's like, is there anything you need, Zinc? Anything else?
Battery charging.
She just points you to the charging station, and you set charging. Alright, so as far as the visions, and you now know your past. Okay, Suarez reads up his history as Pedro Falcao. Alright, cool. So you now know that your old identity and that you were probably close to Eric somehow. Ow! My leg! Ow! Ooh! Ow! I kicked my own table. It hurts. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, okay, and okay. So time for the laptop, the USB drive scene. Alright, so you have the laptop. The car just drops you off, DD, at like, say, I don't know, 8 p.m. at the favela in front of your house on Friday night. You know Araujo is already back.
Who's already back?
Araujo,
okay.
your neighbor. Yeah, like she's
Okay.
She usually gets back around 7-ish. 7:30.
Okay. I'll head upstairs and I'll get ready to check things out. No one tries to mug me when I get dropped off by a limo, do they?
Nobody has tried to bug you ever since there has been reports of you dealing with La Cucaracha. You can't imagine why.
Okay.
And also, ever since you scared off those hooligans that were harassing Araujo and Juanita. Can't imagine why.
Funny. Okay. All right. So I'll head upstairs. I'll get the thumb drive and I'll knock on my neighbor's door.
You hear pitter patter of legs, and then you see like then you hear like a stool move, and then you realize that like little Juanita is standing up on the stool to watch through the peephole, and then it's like, it's Dee, and she opens the door and kind of starts pulling you inside. Ooh, is that a laptop? Ooh, is that a laptop?
It is. It is. And this is one of the few occasions that my resting scowl face leaves.
Okay. Oh, Didi, I wasn't expecting you. Juanita said you went to see your uncle in some fancy car, so I didn't put on any. I could cook something for you but it's going to take a while.
No, it's fine. Why don't we see what's going on with this thumb drive?
Okay, I'll get it out.
Actually, I think she gave it to me.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Like you have it. You have it. So why don't you you probably picked it out of your room and then came in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you load up the computer. It is Windows 10 Student Edition. Okay, I now need to see where I wrote that down. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Alright. Okay, there we go. Enrico Barbosa's logbox. Gotcha. What is in the USB? What is in the USB? All right, all right, all right, all right, right. What is in the? Okay, the USB has. Okay, cool. All right, so the USB opens up. It's like it's not even encrypted. Like it's just just a USB with folders and stuff inside it. Okay, so there's like a folder that says documents, all lower caps, and if you go inside, there's like loads of PDF files, like maybe 200 PDF files. With they're like odd numbering, like odd alphanumeric numbering in them, so it's like no like actual numbering. But other than the documents folder, there is also an mp3 that says play me first .mp3.
Okay. Well, as a cautionary, tell you what, before we boot that up, I'll tell her, why don't we look around and I'll type a message on the screen saying to make sure this apartment doesn't have any cameras put in the last time they broke in.
Wait, what are you typing in the screen?
I typed in a message that why don't we look to see if there's any cameras in here that were put in when your place was broken into last.
Oh, yeah, like she has gone through the room since then and hasn't found anything. But also nobody has, like, there hasn't been any further break-in attempts, which itself is kind of weird.
Well, unless they think that she doesn't have anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, unless they think that is also viable.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the options. Do we go over to my apartment, which is a little less likely to be bugged?
Then you remember you had Katerina show up yesterday night.
And your uncle?
Yeah. You know what? I'm pretty sure I've probably got a set of headphones somewhere. Why don't
Yeah,
we
like
put the headphones
you
on?
have headphones, she has headphones, even little Juanita had headphones. Like everyone has headphones. It's
Okay.
like, come on.
So why don't we listen to it through the headphones?
Okay. Okay. I'm not going to say like you each hear it in, like, even though that's what you would, but for the sake of plot and since this is a badly dubbed animated show, somehow the laptop can connect to all your headphones at once. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to, because this is how it's happening in this show.
Sometimes you can have a splitter. But, okay.
All right. So you all play the play me first.mp3 and it starts. Okay, is that, yeah, it's recording. Okay, good. Hi, I'm Enrico Barbosa. If you're hearing this, then I'm probably dead, or no, I'm definitely dead. I don't think even if I'm caught, they're gonna keep me alive for too long. Yeah. Anyway, if you're listening this, Araujo, I'm sorry that I kept this secret from you, but I had to. But you have to get this document, that the document folder that I will put inside this thumb drive, USB drive, to someone you trust, someone who isn't in with the gangs, like any of them, someone who actually wants to do something good. Uh, uh, um. Okay, so I have, like, you've heard of the the company Wolf Scans. They and you know, they're distributing drugs. Okay, I don't like. Yeah, they're doing that, and I don't know why they're doing that, but I don't know if the CEO is involved or maybe it's some sort of. I heard the CEO is like some sort of. And you at that time you hear some voice in the background. The CEO is like a little girl. I don't think she is involved, right? Like, and she's like, shh, shh, no, no, keep your voice down. Okay, yeah. Um. Anyway, that's not the important part. The important part is that they're in cahoots with Black Mamba. Yeah, yeah, the person who goes by Silvio Mamba. Yeah, that guy. Um, and he's the big deal. He's the big kahuna who's like pulling all the strings from the background. Okay, he's the one who's after me, and if he catches me, he's the one who's gonna kill me or have me killed with someone else because he never. I don't think he ever gets his hands involved. He killed his own wife and kid for Pete's sake. I don't think he's gonna stop. Like, so these are documents that I'm putting in this thumb drive. These are proofs of that collusion. They're encrypted. They just look like a bunch of things. I have a friend in the company who's whistleblowing, yes, but he's also afraid that he's going to get killed as well. So I'm not telling you who he is. So if you're Black Mamba, no, fuck you. You don't get to know who my friend is. Uh, uh I guess that's it. Is there anything else? No, I don't. And then he goes quiet for like a few seconds. Then you hear like sobbing noises, and then he starts crying. And then he says, "I'm sorry, Araujo," and it cuts off. Hey, guess what? Your neighbor, both of them, are openly weeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of gather up a group hug, but I don't, kill them. Well, okay. I guess we know the score. This USB drive is yours. I mean, I have thoughts on it, but ultimately, what is done with it is going to be up to you guys. I can give you ideas and all that, but I need, like I said, I have to put this in your hands as to what you want done.
Yeah, she just nods her head and she takes the USB from you and she says, "Just give us a little time, Didi. We'll figure something out. Why don't I get back to you tomorrow or the day after?"
Okay.
Like she's having the difficulty telling you this between sobs.
Okay. All right. Is there anything I can do for you? And just not if you don't want me to. Can I make a backup of this, and then I'll give you the original just in case the original disappears?
She allows you to make a backup in your laptop. So it's fine.
Okay. I make a backup on the laptop.
Mhm.
I hand her the original. I'd say, why don't you hide this where it originally was? And you just let me know what I can do for you, okay?
She nods.
All right. I'll head into my room.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go in there,
Mm-hmm.
just because this is my, I don't know whether or not my room will get broken into or whatnot, I'm going to send my backup into a Dropbox account. So it's held safely somewhere else.
It's held in the cloud.
Yes, in case someone destroys this laptop or something.
Mm-hmm. Totally. That is total safe edge, I guess. It's not total safe edge, but it's safer. Yes. All right.
The hilarious thing is I can't help but think that if they ask me, to put this information out there, the person I'm probably going to go to will be my uncle, because he wouldn't be involved in anything bad, I'm sure. So
No, he's just weird and oddly cold. He's not like a super villain or anything. That
yeah, I mean, he's an a-hole,
Yeah.
but I don't know that he's evil or anything.
Yeah, he's definitely not evil.
Oh, this will go so wrong.
Oh, it will. Oh, it will. But we're gonna go over that later. Alright, so now we're actually at Saturday. We have finally reached the day where, in the morning, we've had. So I'm shifting the scene of where, you terrorized, you terrorized Mason in the morning. And I'll actually write it down. This is Saturday morning. On Saturday morning. Alright, so this basically happened before school. After like finding out Nevoa just took off her, changed back into normal attire and went to school, because you have like half a day of school and you don't like. Yes. Alright.
Oh, nice one.
Yes. Why? Nice one. What?
It's half a day of school.
Yes, like it's Saturday. You get half a day of school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's normal. It's totally normal. Anyway, yeah. So let's say like the team meets up after lunch, the team Sans Chimera, and you like basically share the information that you now know. So like, to reiterate, you all know that Arhana Gang has Chimera. You all know that. I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something that happened before Saturday. What am I forgetting?
The Katarina visit, or
No.
because
That happened on Thursday. That's fine. I'm forgetting something. Zinc. No, that happened. The Chimera's seen Saturday morning with Gecko. Totally. Maria. Oh, Mr. Kane and his Kevlar. Right.
Damn it! I was not talking, so you won't remember.
Oh, I think you not talking reminded me. Anyway, okay, so
Shit.
let's say you go to him on which day. So this happened on Wednesday afternoon. So you get to pick Thursday or Friday which day you want to go to Mr. Kane to get your request a supply of Kevlar.
Thursday, and I have a list, I guess.
Okay, so you go to Mr. Kane's why don't you tell me what kind of establishment he operates out of? Like, is it like a shop? Is it like his house? Is it like some sort of in the warehouse district? Like, you get to pick wherever it is. I don't mind.
Okay. It's on the warehouse district, but there's a small street there that goes down
Mm-hmm.
the basement.
Okay, cool.
Open the door, it's a bar, basically. And in the bar, well, there's only very few people who knows this place, so more of the times you only see one or two persons. And the man on the bar is Mr. Kane. To
Okay.
say,
He's the bartender, or he's like the bar owner of sort, or?
he's a bar owner, and basically you need to say the magic word so he would
Okay.
allow you back.
Okay, cool. So let's say yeah, okay, so let's say the magic word changes, and Mina actually knows the code, because how the bouncer asks the question can the answer itself can be figured out from the question itself. So Mina knows the code. Alright. Because I think it's cool that if the question changes on a daily basis or something, that would be funny. So the answer also changes on a daily basis, but you can figure out the answer if you know the code. So in the end, it's really not secretive, but it just feels secretive. All right. Okay, so yeah, you're in there, and yeah.
Uh, can I have some lemon shots, which is the code word for the day? Sit down at the bar.
Yeah. Okay. Code word for what?
But I'm gonna buy something.
Okay. All right. So the bartender gives you the lemon shot, and I actually don't know what you exactly said. So the bartender gives you that, then points you to one of the side rooms back. Just says
Uh,
he's waiting for you.
and I will bring the shot with me
Yay!
to the back door.
Yes, and yes. So for those of you who don't remember who is Mr. Kane, he looks incredibly freakish. So it's so weird, and his image freaks me out. I love it. His image really freaks me out. It's adorable. Anyway, okay. So yeah, Miss Mina Wolfgang, please have a seat.
Thank you.
Tell me, how can we help each other today?
I actually wanna buy some stuff today.
And what are these stuffs you're after?
Actually, I I actually got shot the other day, so I need a Kevlar's what you call that? If that's what it's called.
Bulletproof vest.
Yes, bulletproof
Oh
vest.
yeah, all bulletproof vest, and maybe a couple of smoke bomb and flashbangs.
Interesting. Hmm. You've actually come at us at an opportune time. How is your? Where did you get shot? Let's just call it bulletproof vest and ignore the exact terminology because it really doesn't matter. But yes, he asked you where you got shot.
Uh, I somewhere. I'm very, you can see in Mina's face that she's not in her element, and she's very weirded out with Mr. Kane.
Yes, Mr. Kane is very, very. He has a very odd air about him. You have telepathy, but he's just weird and weird. He's just like one of
Yeah,
those
especially
creepy.
when the dude's staring at you
Yes, and especially when he's
across the room.
smiling like that, and then when he puts his fingers together like the picture. There's something incredibly unsettling about him that you just can't put your finger on. All right, but he certainly can because his fingers are pointy AF. Anyway, all right. So, uh, so does Mina tell him where she got shot?
I'd say around the neighborhood, I actually got mugged.
No. Like where in your body you got shot. That's what he's asking. He doesn't care where in the world you got shot.
Oh, in my shoulder.
Ah, hmm. He actually starts mentally calculating. Hmm. And how are you feeling right now? Is your hand okay?
Uh, the dudes did a great job stitching me up.
Hmm. It's always good to have a medic on hand, I find.
Actually, surprising.
Hmm. So, so, would you say you are up for some activity? Because what you're asking for, well, let's just say I'm in the middle of procuring some of these items, and I could always use help from someone of your caliber.
We'll see cross upon Mina's face briefly and say, "Okay,
Uh,
what exactly are you asking me to do?"
oh, nothing's too serious at all. My people, well, they have, shall we say, a mole inside the UPP, and we're going to hit one of their armories.
Armories, you say. UPP. Ow.
Well, yes, they do have the latest equipment. I've heard Tekis recently supplied them with some high-tech gear. Wouldn't that be nice instead of some of these old model Kevlar? What if you had some of these new aramid fiber vests that stop a high caliber bullet, even? Or so I hear. I'm
I'd say
using
that's
Aelis's
very-
backstory element.
Very pretty good. I'd say, can I have a discount if I do that? And can I get the first pick on the lot?
Well, if you help my team coordinate the attack and are present there yourself, sure, you can have the first pick. No problem. And I would say you definitely earn a discount from that if you do. But unfortunately, if you are unwilling to help us, then I'm not sure the success rate of this endeavor without it. You see, some of my high level employees have taken up freelance work, so they are unavailable at the time.
Makes sense for me. Fine, I'll do it.
Excellent! He claps his hands, and it is the weirdest clapping sound you have ever heard.
Internally, Mina's
Okay,
sassing all over the face.
excellent. I will let you know the time and place later. Just keep your phone open. It may happen at any time of the day, but it will happen before next week. So just keep an open schedule until Monday, and we'll all be good.
Great. I'll see you. I'll be up for it then. Waiting for your call, sir.
Excellent. And and Miss Wolfgang, please keep yourself limber. You may need to get into some. Well, he basically says fighting, but in a way like that. I can't find a good word for it, a very Shakespearean word for it. So I'm just gonna say fighting very badly because yes, but yes, he says some good words like pugilanamius or something. I don't know. Pugilism. I don't know. Yes, the word for fisticuffs, which is a very like I don't know. Anyway, yes. So okay.
Trust me.
Yes. Out of character, I'm just gonna say you do realize that he's going to call you exactly at the time when this rescue attempt is going to go down. You know this, right? Good.
Wait, what?
Like, out of character, you know that he's going to call you at the exact same time the other members of the team are going to go rescue Chimera, right?
Shit.
Yes. Thank you. You rolled a 10. The dice guard paved the way for you. Okay. Now, okay, so here's the thing. You can choose to not return the call. You can choose to avoid the call. I'm giving you that. Okay? That's totally fine. You can choose to do that. If you do that, you're going to mark 3 obligations on him. But you can do that.
In an instant.
Yeah.
3 all of them.
Yeah. By just You can do that. That's totally fine because your maximum is 4 obligations, so you can mark 3 obligations on someone. That's totally fine. Like you can do that, but obviously
Okay.
that does mean you don't get the equipment you're after right now. You don't get to, like, you make a bad impression to Mr. Kane. Like you can like justify it, but like now you have more obligations with him. But you do go help your
Mm.
friend. So we'll go there. We'll go there. All right. So Saturday. Saturday. Chimera.
Yes.
Gecko leaves you, and it's lunchtime, and you've been given lunch. Again, the substance is in you, so while like the assistants like throw in like the tray of food through the hole in the door that people do in lab, like prisons and stuff. I don't know where it does that. Anyway, yes, I'm reminded of that scene in Deadpool 2 where the kid throws the bowl of food underneath the into the dude's cell. Yes, yes, the food slot. That's the word. Anyway, yes. So yeah, so you still have the, like, as you're eating, you feel something change inside you, like it's weird and you can't describe it, but you certainly feel something is slowly shifting inside you, and it doesn't hurt, but it feels really, really weird. Really, really weird. What do you do?
Stop eating. Figure he gave me some more of his medicines.
Hmm? Oh,
Stop eating.
the beat on the door.
No, stop eating.
Oh, okay.
Figure he gave me some more of his medicines.
Okay. You stop eating and the change still happens. Like you feel the weirdness feeling is still going. It's like it feels oddly weird. Like you feel slightly nauseated, but it's you're not vomiting. You don't have like you don't have the migraine that you have when you try to channel your powers, but you have this odd like nausea feeling, like a little bit of wobbly on your feet. Like it's better if you sit down. But yeah, it feels very weird. There's no pain or anything. It's just weird. What do you do?
Sit down and wait for it to pass.
It gets weirder and weirder. The slight nausea starts increasing, increasing, increasing until you kind of think you fall, and then you really do fall flat and pass out. Mechanically speaking, you just get your mutations. Congratulations. Now, if you channel your powers, the migraines are not going to be affected because it removed this substance that was causing the migraine from your like system. This new mutation just removed that, like completely overpowered that. Yeah. He's no, he's not gonna wake up really short. He's gonna wake up just fine, normal. All right. So the team is now together after lunch somewhere. You get to decide where. Um, Zinc, Nevoa, Didi, and Mina. Sorry, Red Fox. Everyone is here, and you're basically like sharing the data you have found. That like like there's this spot, the CD dive bar in the east called Narnia, which is apparently where Arhana, which is like Arhana gang's bar, and there's like most of the patrons there are also of the Arhana gang. So you figure the yes um that is probably the best bet to figure out where it is, unless that's what Zinc and Nevoa tells you. So if Mina and or Didi has any other ideas, you can go for it. Certainly figure out. I don't get it, but all right.
I don't think Mina has any idea where or what to do with that information.
Didi?
So I guess I don't know anything about
No,
the.
like you were mostly concerned with, intrusions in your own life by odd people and your own uncle.
And so we think the Arana gang has him there. Hello?
Guys, you four are together. You can talk to each other, right? Just letting you know.
Oh.
So, in other words, the Arana gang is the ones who have him, or do we think someone else has him now?
Chimera got taken?
Yes.
Oh. Wow.
Oh wow,
Okay.
that's
And
okay. So Evelyn's Wi-Fi is now bad. So all right, I guess you can like write on Roll20 or Discord for like what you're saying. That's kind of
okay, but and again though, we think the Arana gang has him.
Hey.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Do we know who took him? Zink, I'm
Mina
asking you.
actually-
You're the one who found out he was taken prisoner.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The Arana got him.
Okay, so do we have any idea of any way we can surveil the place before we go in, so we know what we're looking at first?
Whoa! Did Evelyn just drop out of Discord? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. She's still in Roll20. It looks like.
Yeah, she's there. Oh, she's back. Hello. Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello, Evelyn.
Can you hear us? Oh,
She's gone.
I
She's
think
back.
she's having a hard time reconnecting.
Hello.
Just restarting my laptop.
Oh,
okay. Well,
I saw Annie type that message, and then no one was saying anything. I was like, "Oh, great! She'll listen in. She can't hear us because we're not saying."
yeah. All right. So let's just say like you all like arrive at like outside. You're like probably on a roof next door. Evelyn, can you hear us? Like anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
got it on my
You are here. Okay. Oof. All right. Whew, I thought you were still silent. All right. So, and yes, the four of you are together minus Chimera, so you can all talk to each other. Please talk to each other. This is like role playing and stuff. Anyway, you're at like in front of like the Narnia bar, which looks like a very seedy, like very cliche looking seedy dive bar. Like, yeah. So, yeah. So what do you do?
Can I use my powers to any brains or
Sure.
how many people inside the
Oh,
bar?
you've like there's like you see a bouncer outside, bouncer type fellow. I would say like the people inside, you need to know like someone like there's probably like a range of sort, maybe I'd imagine, right? I don't know. I don't know
Yes.
how. So um, I would say maybe like if you like get inside or like then you can totally read the minds of anyone inside. Otherwise, like from across the roof, you can totally read the minds of the bouncers. The stuff. It's totally fine.
Great. How many bouncers are there
There's
up
only
front?
there's only one that you can see here right now. It's like it's it's like afternoon. It's like 3 p.m. or something.
Oh, we have one friend outside. How many people are inside?
How about this? why don't I go up to the bouncer and describe Chimera and say, I'm looking for my friend, and you read his mind while he's talking so we can get an idea. Hopefully, he'll flash in his mind where Chimera actually is.
Wait, I don't think you know about my powers.
I would imagine, like, since, yeah, like, she knows about your powers. That's literally how you two became rivals, because you told her not to go in
Oh,
a burning building.
yes. She's the only one in Chimera knows about my powers, sorry.
I mean, I would imagine like, have you not told the team about your powers? Like, do they just think you someone with a katana or something?
Yeah. The only
Goes to the
persons who experience are Chimera and
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow, this is another secret plot twist that I did not expect. But okay. So far, nothing has broken that. I'm actually surprised. All right. I'm sorry. That was so funny. Okay. Okay.
okay.
You go to the, yeah. So are you, like, using the plan? Doing the plan?
Well, I'll tell you what. Since she's planning on keeping that secret, I'll whisper that to her, and I'll say, "Look, why don't I go up and talk to the bouncer? If things go south, then we'll just go."
Sure, let's do that.
Nevo and Zinc, are you okay with letting the littlest of your teammate go walk up to the bouncer in front of, like, the gang's bar alone?
No.
Okay, what do you do then?
Walk with her up to the bouncers so she doesn't get hurt.
Zink, really, I appreciate you watching my back, but it's better if we start off looking non-threatening, and I'm probably the best one at pulling that off.
Okay, just scream if you need
Knows
help.
about you, DD.
I will. I'll scream like a cheerleader if I need help.
Nevo, what do you do? Evelyn, are you speaking? Because we can't hear you. Or I can't hear you, at least. Hello?
Please.
I heard her say something, but I couldn't make it out.
I could see the green.
Yeah, I can see
It's
the
blinking
green,
up.
but I don't, like, are you talking? Like, can you say... Ah, boy.
She's typing.
Wow.
Stand back and watch it unravel.
Okay. Alright, okay. So, yeah, you go up to the bouncer. Bouncer sees you. Can I help you, little girl? He asks.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm sorry to bother you. I have a friend. He's a little special, a little different. He's actually got like fur and stuff. I think he's got that condition, that werewolf type looking condition. I can't remember what it's called. But have you seen him? I'm looking for him.
Okay. Okay. And let's see. What are you, like? Are you actually, like, asking him a question, or are you, like, only asking him this so,
Provoking.
like, um Mina can read his mind, Red Fox can read his mind?
I'm actually asking the question, but it also gives her the opportunity to read the mind.
Okay, so tell you what, let's do it in a two-part. Okay, so you get to I guess like you can choose which one you want to do, assess or pierce. I think like either of them work. So like it's like I'm cool either way.
All right, we'll try assess.
All right, that's a superior. Oh my gosh, it's only -1.
Dear.
I'm sorry, that was very funny.
Wow.
Wow. On the plus side, you get potential, which is great. Okay, we will take care of that. Red Fox, are you reading this dude's mind as Didi asked him the question?
Yes. What should I roll?
Yeah, you are still like extending your senses, so I would say it's an unleash. So it's a freak. Total freakage. You freak is fun. Oh my gosh, you did it! You did it! Actual madman. Alright. Okay, so if you take if you mark a condition, you do it, otherwise it's going to be unstable or temporary.
I will mark a condition.
Okay. Okay. Totally.
I just I'm wait, is I'm gonna realize that Mr. Kane is basically right. Right? His tonight.
No, he hasn't called you yet. He hasn't called you yet. Don't worry, he will call you at the exact inopportunate of time.
Okay, I'm gonna put guilty because I remember that I'm the reason why Chimera is like that in the first place.
You think I love that anytime like Chimera's involved, you can just say I feel guilty because it always applies. It will always apply. Oh my gosh. Okay, you are guilty.
It's an orangutan.
Yep, you read his mind. So what you do read in his mind is that this dude was present at the scene of the fight. In his mind, you like see images of the fight going down. You see images of like him like parkouring down. You see images of Didi appearing in front of them. He recognizes her. And that's basically what the miss means. So I'm doing like a GM move. So let me actually look at the GM rules. To the GM rules. Right. I will. I will. Hmm. Hmm. She. Okay. So and you then Didi. You see the guy says, you know what, little girl? I do think I remember seeing someone like that. Why don't I? wh- Why don't you just give me a second to see where I saw him? He brings out his phone and he starts typing something on it. And within like maybe like 3 or 4 seconds, the door like kicks open from the inside and like 4 more guys come out brandishing firearms.
Fuck. You hear Red Fox say it.
And the bouncer says, get her, she was at the fight near Gervasio's. She's super strong, watch out.
Upon hearing that, go in the scene and try to stop the guys.
You just cut off right there for a second. So upon hearing that,
can I just cut them off as basically try to get in the scene?
Yeah, totally, absolutely, yep, sure.
I'm gonna tell the guys, oh shit, Didi's cover's blown. Need to hurry up now. towards the entrance.
Okay, Nevoa, you have your superior movement with the gas, so you can actually reach there before everyone else. I'm gonna say that Mina and Zinc arrives like simultaneously, even though Zinc is slightly faster, like he is heavier, so you two will appear like after that, and when the two of you appear on the scene, like we will begin battle, if that's what we're doing. So let's go over it one by one. So Nevoa, you get to like arrive at the scene first if you're going for it. So what do you do?
Evelyn, do you copy that?
We can't hear.
Are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we're-
Yay. Okay.
hmm
I couldn't hear Annie, but I heard everyone else.
Can you
Oh.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, like, so Didi's cover has been blown. The big buff bouncer dude is still there, but now there's also four other of his friends coming out of the club brandishing firearms, and um, you have like Nevoa has the gas smoke hyper movement thing, so she can arrive on the scene before Red Fox and Zinc, and Red Fox and Zinc will follow up after her. So Nevoa's first on the scene. So we're gonna like, what does she do? If like, are you going to help her like arrive at the scene and try to help Didi?
I'll try and help Didi.
Okay, so you can arrive at the scene, like that's your power. So what do you do now?
I will take you up for what you said earlier and do the smokescreen thing. Oh yeah, that's an echo.
Okay, alright, so smoke screening. Let's say you are directly engaging a threat. That's totally directly.
Oh great.
Yes. What are you grading about?
Actually, if I can throw that out there, could it potentially be defend more if she's making a smoke screen to hide me?
You know what? Why don't like Nevoa? Why don't you decide that? You can choose to be a like. Are you trying to defend Didi, or are you trying to
Yeah, I'm like trying to cover her
all
up.
right,
so
then it's definitely a defend roll. All right, so it's a defend roll. You roll savior.
Savior.
Now you roll with
All right,
0 instead of 1. How awesome! That's a roll. That's supposed to be 0, so it should be 4. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so on the plus side, you mark experience. Yay, and you level up. Your first level up. Woohoo!
Yay!
Woohoo!
No.
All right. Okay, and bad stuff happens.
No kidding.
Yeah. Look at my rules. All right. All right. Okay. So as you land and you start making a smoke screen, so I'm just basically telling you what the move I'm doing. The move is I'm turning the move back on them, in that one of the guys throws a grenade in front of you and it flashes. So it's a flash grenade. So so until the Mina and Zinc arrives, like like you are starting the cloud, but before that the flash affects you as well. So basically the two of you are kind of blinded now. And will remain so until like your friends arrive, and then your eyes will have adjusted to that. All right.
Well, please hurry up.
Yes, they are please hurrying up. Because you are now blinded. They're blinded. Grab them. Get them. So, one of the guys comes to attack you, Nevoa.
Charming.
Yes, and you can't see because your eyes are still blinded. So he hits you with a those baton things, those like shock baton things. Casual. So yeah, take a powerful blow, please, and we will see what happens there. Okay,
Where are you, my friend?
take a powerful blow.
We can't see him anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's way too hard.
Oh my gosh. All right. So you get to choose from the 7 to 9 list. I mean, the good part is
Did she already have 2 conditions? Because she rolled a +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
wait.
I thought most of our conditions
I've-
were clear.
No.
No, I've got afraid and guilty.
Oh yeah. Like no. You don't have like nobody has any conditions marked because time has passed. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You have gained conditions. For example, Zinc has insecure and Mina has guilty, but otherwise nobody has any other conditions.
Oh, okay, nice. So
Now you might have 2 conditions. Depending
Yeah,
on
like no, I mean
pick.
you still hit 7, so you still have to choose from the 7 to 9 list. Nothing changes on the roll.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like choose one from the list.
Yeah. Struggle past the pain. Mark 2 conditions.
Okay, what do you mark?
Insecure and hopeless.
Oh my god. Okay. As it turns out, generating smoke doesn't stop you from being blinded by flashbangs. Who knew?
What a shame.
Yeah. All right. Didi, you hear gunfire. Please roll to take a powerful blow. You have no conditions. Wow. Also a 7. Wow. Wow. Roll 20. Good job.
You give Mina the time of day.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
More interesting.
just mix it up. Why don't we okay. I mean, I usually would take 2 conditions, but let's be
Lash out.
let's
Yeah. Okay. So
flash out. I'm
Go for it.
okay, do it. What option are you taking? Provoke or taking advantage?
Let's provoke.
Mm-hmm.
Let's provoke who probably is the most bulletproof one. Hey, Zink, where are you now?
All right. Roll that provoke. That's a superior roll. Do you have influence over Zinc? Yes. You do.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh, this is fun. Wait, that's a superior roll. So it's a flat roll now. Yay. Okay, it's an 8. All right. What options do you give him?
All right, I gotta look at the list.
It's like it should be.
Okay. Yeah, if they run into help, add 1 to the team. If they don't, I guess they mark a condition. Oh, I get to choose 1.
Yeah.
If they don't run into help, they'll mark a condition.
All right. Zinc. Do you run into help? Because if you don't, you mark a condition.
Yes. I run in to help.
Okay, cool. I mean, you were ready. You did tell her to scream, and she did scream. So you got your wish. You run in to help. What do you do? You are far away that you are not affected by the flashbang, and your senses are much better than a human, so you can unless it's like really close, you're not going to be affected by. Yeah. So what do you do? These people are shooting at her.
Well, I run as fast as I can to get to him and then stand in front of him to block the bullet.
Okay. Roll a defend. That is a savior roll. Do you have influence over? No, you don't. So it's just a flat savior roll.
Oh,
Oh, oh, wow, wow,
this is good.
yeah, this is, hey, your savior is,
Amazing.
your savior is 0. That should be a 6. I mean, it's still a fail, but, it's a 6.
Well, but that can be assisted.
Yes, that can be assisted. Okay. I'm gonna say, like, since Didi asked for help, you can't help someone else to help you in this situation.
I can't, but someone else might be able
Yep.
to.
Mina, what do you do?
Yes. What exactly is happening? Is so much happening right now.
Okay, so it's like
Saving.
yeah, like Didi is getting shot at. She's not hit by the bullets yet. She's like using gymnastic moves while blinded and somehow miraculously avoiding bullets. And he asked for Zinc to run in and help, and Zinc came in and rolled a 6 to defend. If you help, that can go up to a 7.
Yes, I would. Can I blind the guy who's shooting temporarily to, I think?
Can you blind
That how
someone
it works?
telepathically? Like you can give them nausea or something. I don't know if you can blind them though. I mean that's up to you, I guess. Details of your power.
How about this? She can put an image in his head so he can't figure out which image to watch.
Oh, sure. I'm gonna put 3 DDs dancing around in front of him.
Oh. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So it's like you raise that defend up to a 7. So okay. Zinc, you have rolled a 7 on that defend. Choose your option. So let me just show you the thing. So choose from one, add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I'll clear a condition.
Okay, cool. You're clearing your only condition, so you have no more conditions anymore. Yay! Nice. You also get to choose whether to expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
What was that?
Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
Escalate the situation.
Okay, that's not bad at all. All right. Okay, we're gonna go over that. Mina, this is your regular turn spotlight.
Okay,
Okay.
after saying that, I'm gonna
Yeah.
come down from the roof and
Yeah, like you were
someone
also
out.
like coming this way. Yeah. So not to like I'm not going to like tell you that this is what you have to do, but I'm just like asking you that they would be mentally very like they would probably be thinking about what this girl is after and trying to capture her, which means they would be remembering the details of that day right now, and you know this in character. So like if you want to read their minds to figure out where they took Chimera, this might be a very good opportunity. But again, I'm not telling you that's what you have to do. Like, I'm just suggesting that this is one possible option for Mina to take.
Yes, I will. Before I jump down,
Like, let's say you're like you can
unleash.
do so while jumping down because you're coming closer anyway. So yeah, like you can do that while jumping down. It's
Then I will come down and hold one of the person's face
okay.
with my hand. Basically, put my hand on his face and read his mind further.
Okay, okay, absolutely nice. Uh, you know what? You get to choose. I think three options. Like you can use unleash, you can use assess, you can use pierce. Any three of these can work. You can like choose any of them. Whichever you want, you can do so. It's totally fine. Whichever makes sense, whichever works best, go for it. No problems there.
I'm gonna assess the
Assess. All right, cool. That is a superior roll, and you do realize you're guilty, right? So superior is affected.
Oh yeah, I just realized that. Well, that's 0, 0. I'm gonna unleash my powers then.
Okay,
+1.
okay, sure, totally, do it.
That.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Okay, you like read his mind. He's probably like one of the guys near the back, right? Or is it the no? It's probably like the. Is it the same guy who's in whose head you put the image of three dancing DDs?
Yes, I basically came down from the roof, to grab his head, basically jump on him and grab his head
Oh
and
my
read
god.
it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sure. Yeah. You figure out that the like he was present at the exchange, like Chimera's knocked out, and you basically get the stream of information like quickly off his head, download from his head into your brain. So the information stream is that Chimera was captured by Katerina. Then the next day he was like that night he was transferred over to the gecko. So right now the gecko has him, not Arhana gang.
Um,
We're gonna go back to we're gonna just leave you there and go back to escalating the situation. Escalating the situation, the bouncer pulls out a shotgun, cocks it. Everyone recognizes the cocking sound of a shotgun. And
10 out of 10 sound effect.
and yeah, and then shoots. Zinc,
Yes.
roll to take a powerful blow.
Oh no!
Wow!
I didn't need help.
Nice, dude. Okay, it technically is a 5, but it's still fine because you. Oh no, you didn't have any condition mark. You removed condition, right? It is a 4. Congratulations, you gain like experience, and you don't get hit. So why don't you tell me how do you avoid or withstand the shot from a shotgun?
Well, I mainly just jump out of the way and pull DD with me as I jump, so that she doesn't get hit.
Awesome. That is like awesome. So just shoots and you just grab her and just bounce, and you probably have like like bouncy legs, because yes, you don't have rocket boots, you have the closest thing, which is bouncy legs, and jump out of the way of the shotgun pellets, which hit the wall, and you basically see, like, like spray, and it, like, the wall is damaged. Yeah. All right. Nevoa, your vision has started to clear. What do you do?
Yeah.
You see, like, let me just describe the scene in front of you. The bouncer, the buff bouncer dude, has a shotgun that he just fired, that you just heard fire, hit the wall next to you. You hear the clunk of DD and Zinc landing beside
Zinc.
you with DD. There's 3 more people with their guns drawn on you, and the 4th person in the back has Red Fox on his head with her hand on top of his head, and he's kind of going, like, like going catatonic.
His eyes is rolling back.
Yeah, his eyes are rolling back. He's kind of like, these guys haven't noticed that your
Exorcist.
body is kind of getting exorcised. She is removing the evil from him, if only. Okay, what do you do?
Oh dear God. Trying to think of the smartest way to go about this. Very hard for me because I'm not smart. Oh God.
Like, basically, after your move, we'll go to Mina, and that way Mina can inform everyone that what she has learned, but that is after your move. So your move.
Right. Anyone willing to donate opinion options? I'm not gonna try my luck again with smoke screen stuff.
Okay,
so.
sure, totally, absolutely. Yeah. What are you trying to do here? Like, are you trying to defend, or are you unleashing your powers to, like, fill the area with smoke?
I unleash power.
Okay. Keep in mind, unleashing has hopeless, so you will take a -2 on that roll.
Oh God, what?
You can try to defend, but you also have insecure, so you will also take a -2. So it's literally -2 either on, like, defend or unleash. So
Oh, flick.
are you trying to directly engage them somehow using your powers? Like, you can also do that. That would be a danger roll, which is not affected by any of your conditions currently. Or, you can try your luck with an unleash. Totally fine. That's totally fine.
Totally fine, because I'm gonna screw it up.
I mean, it's a roll. It's literally mental.
Yeah, sure. What do I roll for that?
Okay.
Oh God.
It's a -2. So it's like only a -2. You're totally fine. You can rock it. Come on.
Hi, welcome to me screwing up the team.
You have a 1 in 36 chance to roll a full hit. Come on. It's like, come on. It's so easy.
So what do I roll?
It's a freak.
Nice. This is gonna be bollocks. Yeah.
God.
Actually, that could be assisted.
Yes, it can.
Friends.
Yes, it can not. Because you have
What do you mean it can?
You have 0 team.
And
You had only 1 team that was spent in the previous roll. Now you have 0 team.
Okay, let me point out something that we have entered a fight against a dangerous foe, and you haven't given us any team for it.
Oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay. Oops, I did it again.
the loopholes.
Okay. And did I forget to write down that move? Yes, I did. Okay. And I also forgot to write down the enter a battle. Okay, that's on me. That is totally on me. I forgot. Yes. So, yes. One day I will write down the team mechanics. Today was not that day. Again. So, okay. 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 Enter a battle against a dangerous foe. Who is the leader? Is there any leader? Yes or no?
Moment, I'd say Didi.
Yeah, I'd say D3.
Cool. Didi, do you have influence over everyone currently present? No. Okay.
Actually, I think I do.
You don't have influence over Red Fox. No, you gained that, right?
I
She did.
Yeah, and Mina, I've had influence over her from a while, and I got it over Zink and Navoa.
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
unless you're counting the bad guys,
Yeah,
I
no,
have
no,
Zink
no,
over
no,
all
no,
the.
no, no. You're right. I forgot to write that. My bad. It's my bad. Alright, yes. Okay, cool. Yes, you have influence over everyone, so that's one team. Cool. You already have enough to do the move. Okay. Does everyone have same purpose in the fight? What is your purpose?
Finding
To
where
find and
Camille
rescue
is.
Camaro?
Yeah.
Zinc, is that also your purpose?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's another team. Yay. Okay. Any team member mistrust the leader or the team currently?
No.
Okay.
That will happen if I'm the leader.
I'm gonna say you're ill prepared or off balance because you weren't really expecting them to burst out of the thing fighting in broad daylight. Is that cool?
Yeah, yeah.
So you have one team, so yes, you can use that, and yes,
Um,
you get a 0.
You know what? I'm gonna eat the angry condition, so we have an extra team.
Absolutely. Yes. Eat these conditions. You still have one team remaining. You raise that miss offer unleash roll to a 7. Okay. Nevoa, you do not mark potential because you have rolled a 7. Nice.
Okay, great. I didn't mark it in any
Yeah.
way.
Alright, no problem. If you mark a condition, if you don't mark a condition, your power will be unstable or temporary. If you mark a condition, you will do what you set out to do, which is create a smoke screen.
So if I mark a condition, it will be.
It will be fine. Like it will be good.
I will mark afraid because I hope it works.
You only have 3 conditions now. Totally normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally normal. Alright, okay. So you starts smoking green smoke like the mask from the Mask TV show. Like, yes. Oh my gosh, I just realized you are literally the Mask the TV show. Okay, you're not. But no, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, so you create a heavy smoke screen around the area. Just feel everyone. Mina,
I will
smoke.
after
Mhm,
having the
mhm,
informations in my brain,
mhm.
I will pass the information to everyone.
You do realize if you do this, your power will be revealed to them.
I don't care anymore, I
Okay,
guess.
good. That's what I meant. Like, it's like very easy for your power to be exposed. So it just
Yes.
happened. All right, cool, absolutely. You relay the information to everyone in the like every one of your teammates.
Yes.
What do you do now?
I will. Oh,
Like you can mentally ask them.
there's a smoke screen.
Yeah, yeah. There's like a thick smoke screen now, green smoke.
I'm gonna mentally ask them to, escape and basically drop the whole infiltration because we're infiltrating the wrong place.
So did you?
I'm gonna,
You didn't get the info where he actually is, though, correct?
yes, but I relay the information that the Aranghagang doesn't have him. Gecko has him.
Yeah.
And basically asked everyone to leave. try to leave myself
Okay, cool. What does
with the help of the smoke
yeah,
screen.
what does everyone say to, like, what does everyone do when Mina gives this new information that Arana gang does not have Chimera, Gecko does?
Oh fuck.
I mean, why don't you guys beat feet and I'll cover the retreat? Then these guys can pat themselves on the back later and say they drove us off. Or do we want to take one of them with us so he can tell us where he is?
And what, do like a whole hostage thing?
Guys, why don't you pull it? All right. Tell you what, I'm going to punch the ground in front of us to cause a shockwave and also to create, to add to her smoke screen to help create a cloud of dust and debris.
Yeah,
so we
totally.
can get
Absolutely. Absolutely. And is everyone like escaping, or like what do you?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
escaping.
Yes, and as we are escaping, I will make them hallucinate that we got out of the area with a car.
Okay, sure, absolutely, yeah. You get to do that. This is like the fight ends totally, absolutely. Okay, so you meet back like a few blocks like away from this scene on top of some rooftop. The sun is now slowly setting. Um, yeah, what do you do? Well, no, it's not setting. It's only been like what, half an hour? Yeah, no, it's like what, 3:30, 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. It's like the sun's still there. Yeah, totally. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's still there. So yeah, what, you meet up on a rooftop to like figure out. Yeah, so role play. Let's find out what happens.
Okay. So, Mina,
Red Fox.
Red Fox, sorry, you're not there. He's not there. Did you get the information as to where he was taken?
Oh, but I will. Can I use my to? I'm gonna activate the latest move I've got, the rumor mill, to basically know where actually is.
Okay. So your new move, right? Okay. So how are you doing this?
Oh, don't I have? Oh wait, what? Let me read that again. Anytime I got some more information.
When you tap into
How
the
do I?
gossip and rumor of the favela for information on an important figure, roll plus superior on a hit, etc., etc.
Yes. How?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. How do you do it? Like, you can describe how you do it. That's like on you. You can.
I'm gonna try eavesdropping with place where we're at. Basically, I'm gonna try to eavesdrop on them if they're gonna drop a hint about Gecko.
Oh, so like after you ran off, like you're still nearby enough to the guys to eavesdrop on them? Ah, okay, cool. You know what? That's actually, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, totally, absolutely, sure. You can use your power for that. Roll plus superior, absolutely. And This is not affected by, like, playbook moves are not affected by, well, sometimes they're not affected by conditions. This time it's not, so you can just roll superior with a 2. That's totally fine. Go for it. Oh yeah, okay.
So
Sorry,
put 2.
2. Yeah,
Yeah.
just 2. Yeah, 2. It's just a superior roll. It's like no.
I do it right.
Okay. You know what? You can selfishly use team because you still have one team, because um someone took a condition to give you that team.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, so if you selfishly use team, so how does selfishly use team work? When you act selfishly, see how your actions ignore or insult your teammates, and you can shift your label up and one label down. So you can shift up your superior to get that 6 up to a 7.
Basically, we were supposed to, I guess, meet up.
But you're not meeting up.
There. Yeah, not yet. I'm still right there.
Okay.
Eavesdropping with the
Yeah,
dudes.
oh, okay, that's totally an ignoring your teammates. That's absolutely an ignoring your teammates. So, okay, so you now have 0 team on the pool. Oh my gosh, look at that precious 0. You never had that in the previous campaign, ever. Oh my gosh. Alright, and you get to raise a superior and lower what?
I'm gonna raise my.
It has to be superior, otherwise you can't roll a 7 on that.
I'm gonna lower my. I guess danger.
Totes?
Oh no, mundane.
Totes. Alright, nice. Okay, cool. You have a 7 on that thing, on your special move, so let's see. Let's see your special move. On a hit, you can ask the GM a question. Ask the GM questions. On a 7 to 9, ask 1. Okay.
Where is it? Ask. Where can I found him?
You.
Where,
Mm-hmm.
where and when can I find Gecko?
Okay, let's see. Where and when can I find Gecko? Oof. Oh, wow. Gecko, right? Only Gecko?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright. So as the smoke clears and these guys are like, I saw them go and you like yeah, remember you put in the image of you leaving in a car, and the person you put it on, say it was the big bouncer dude, and he's like, I saw them get in a car, come on, you two follow me. What's wrong with you? Just snap out of it, man. Like the dude whose mind you read, who's like on the like ground, kind of groggy. Everyone thinks he might have inhaled some of the gas or something. And it's like, you two, come with me. You, think, watch over him. What's going on? It's like, come on, in your bikes, quick, after them. All right. So, and the person who's left behind, and the one you knocked out, he's like, hey man, you okay, man? Hey, uh um he goes up to the door and knocks inside and says, hey, we have one man down here. He's kind of, I think he's inhaled some of that green Nevoa's gas. Don't know. Could you help me? I have to make a call. Yeah. And he kind of like goes over to one of the alleyways across the street, which happens to be exactly below the building on top of whose roof you are standing in. And he brings out the phone and he makes a call, and he calls Gecko. Like, we know the smoke has a smell, we just don't know what smell it is. So like when you come up with a smell idea, like basically it's some sort of smell, but like since you used a lot of it here, you just like, there's like a very big stench, like powerful stench. All right, so yeah. Okay, yeah, it's cinnamon. Fine, it's cinnamon. I have no idea how cinnamon smells like, but it's good. Like whatever. Like it's good. It's good enough. It's an idea. Anyway, so yeah, he is calling Gecko, and you basically like skim his mind and also get his like he's like your power sign of. It's like not really the gossip move, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So it's like he contacts the Gecko and says, boss, yeah, that furry dude, the Muffin Guari's friends came over and was looking for him, and they think the Arana gang has him. Yeah, they might be, but I don't know. They're trying to hit up our locations, I think. Yeah, I think you might need to like move him to a secure location or something. And yeah, and basically like uh you hear the Gecko tell him, okay boss, yeah, okay, I will call some of them to meet you. Yeah. So basically then he calls some of his other buddies on the phone and tells them to meet at, you get to figure out where that location is, Janine.
I'm on the map. On the map.
Okay, okay, tell me.
Where?
Yes, I'm sorry. This is canon now. Didi's dancing is basically the Powerpuff Girls dancing. This is canon. You have to deal with it.
In the
It's hypnotic. I'm moving that mouse away. It's scaring me.
somewhere in the warehouse district.
Okay, sure, totally. Like you get to decide where he is. Like, oh, sorry, where Gecko's meeting these guys. Not where
The
Chimera
very
is,
edge.
but where Gecko is meeting that guy. These guys.
Alright. At the very edge. At the very edge of the warehouse district.
Like here-ish?
Down in the center. Yes.
Alright, cool. Absolutely. Alright. Okay, so you find out that like he's sending a bunch of like retrieval guys to move like his merchandise around, and yeah, Gecko says he'll meet them there. All right. So the rest of the team, and we will end the session because I know Phantom, how soon you have to leave?
About 18 minutes.
Okay, cool. We will. Yeah. All right. So okay, so the rest of the team, you have met up like a few buildings away. Like you figured out that's where you will all meet, and you're all there on the roof of a building, minus Mina, Red Fox, who actually told you to meet there. So you're all just there, looking at each other, minus Red Fox, the person who told you to meet there.
Let's give her a moment. She's probably just using the bathroom again.
I come back now.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. It's just like you just completely ignored them, even though you're the one who told them to go there and meet there.
I come back say, oh, sorry. I was eavesdropping, and I kinda I kinda followed one of the random guys who has basically just called Gecko, and apparently they're gonna meet up somewhere in the district of the warehouse district, and I guess we can just follow him.
Is he walking or driving?
Oh no, like
And
like the
are we
like
fast enough to
like
talk?
the dude's not going, but he said that he's gonna meet at like 5. Like he's not gonna meet, but he's sending people over to meet Gecko because he has to stay here. But they're meeting at 5
Okay.
at the corner of warehouse district. Yeah.
Yeah, I relay that information. They're gonna meet at 5. He's gonna send somebody else to follow that somebody else.
I mean, you know where and when. You know that he's meeting at this corner of the warehouse district, and you know when, but you don't know like where are they coming from or where are they going. But you know the location and the time.
Okay.
Why don't we get
So-
on a roof spot where we can overlook it, and then we can move in when we see them around?
Oh, so it's a stakeout then.
Yes.
I think that'll probably be a better way. Otherwise, us following them, someone will stand out, and it could go south.
I see. I look over to see. I get that.
Okay. So
Is that okay with everyone?
Zinc and Nevoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna like wrap it up on this. So you basically reach the zone, like the corner, like maybe like 15 to 5, and you just prepare on a stakeout. Like some of the warehouses are taller here, so you can easily get up on the roof and not be seen from the nearby, like other, like it's not like a residential place. So you, if you get up on top of the warehouses, you're not likely to be seen by others, unlike other roofs that one of you has experienced being spotted by another person while eating tacos.
Wait a minute, you're the one who ate the tacos? I saw the sauce.
Okay, no, you don't know that, but yes. Okay. Anyway, all right. Okay, so you there, and we're gonna end the scene. We're gonna pick up back. Like basically, this is the ending of the. Like this is like a mid-episode cliffhanger. Like sorry, not mid-episode. This is like an again a two-parter of sort. So yes, Chimera, you wake up. You are feeling like you're feeling groggy, but you also feel very refreshed, and you feel like invigorated, reinvigorated somehow. You were feeling like very tired for these past few days, but right now you feel very invigorated, reinvigorated. Sorry. What do you do? And you
I
realize
tried shifting.
it's sundown. You realize that the time is like the sun is going down. You try shifting and you shift. There's a slight, very slight throbbing, as if the effect of the substance has been like considerably drowned out, and it's like it's been overcome. Like there's still the backlash very slightly, but it's like you can totally manage it. It's like, yeah, no big deal. You can shift. You can shift into your animal forms. No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna line up at the door,
Mhm.
shift into elephant, charge it.
Yup. You wham through the door. And like there was like maybe two dudes on the other side of the room, and they're basically, what the shit, and just drop to the floor before the door kind of swings and hammers the wall behind them.
Start trying to look for a way out.
Okay, so you're like, you can tell that you're in an underground place, so you basically have to find the staircase. So there is like doors to the side that you figure goes to the exit, so you can head that way.
Okay.
Right, so you go
Start-
through, and as you're going, the alarm starts blaring. Because there's always alarms. Come on, it's like always alarms everywhere. Yeah, alarms start blaring. You cross the room. It's like not like a big, like it's not a big place. It's like a very small place. In fact, it's like a hospitalish area. It's like a basement thing. It's very cramped. There's like piping going everywhere. Like yeah, it's like a basement, and you turn in like you run into like 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 a underground like uh service tunnel of sort, and then you come to like a what do you call those things? Like a storage rooms of sort, and you see like a staircase going up, and down the staircase, you hear dudes coming down, and you also hear them like preparing, like, magazines into guns. Yep. And we're gonna leave it at that, because I think that's a very good cliffhanger. They probably don't stand a chance against you, but we can't let the audience know that. We need to end this thing at a exciting scene where the audience is like, we gotta tune in next time. What if he gets shot and dies just after getting new powers that we don't know about? All right, so yeah, that was very cool, and yes, you will take yes. So yeah, all right, cool. So that's it. That's we can do the end of session now. All right, so end of session. Let's go. Okay, at the end of every session, choose one. So let's go over one by one. Yeah, Chimera is gonna be weird, so why don't we do yours first, because the others will be relevant to everyone else. But Chimera, I guess you get to choose. I guess you can only choose the last two, like one of the last two, I guess.
Grow into your own image of yourself.
Alright.
I see myself as tough because I'm breaking out of here. So I'm gonna shift up superior and shift down mundane.
Okay. Okay. So yay. Nice. Oh, right. My bad. Okay. Your superior actually becomes a 0 now. Okay. Like, are you? Yeah. If you need to leave early, we can just like figure out the roses and thorns for you right now, because.
Well, I've got to leave early too.
Oh. Okay. So let's do yours first. Then we'll go to Josh's. So. Yeah. Why don't you tell me your thorns and roses for this? Again, I apologize that you have been captured and you can't do anything, because like I'm like we're getting there. Just like timing is weird. But yeah, sorry about that again.
I don't really have any thorns. The team did good.
All right.
But my rose is breaking out.
Okay. Absolutely. All right. Okay. All right then. Let's go to Zinc. Choose your end of session thing.
I'd say grow closer to the team.
Okay, I'm dropping out so I can make my phone call.
Okay, bye. Thank you
Bye.
for the drop. Thank you for joining the game. See you next week.
Bye.
All right. Yes. Who made you feel welcome?
Oh, Dee Dee.
Okay. She already has influence over you, so Didi, you get to shift his labels.
Okay. Well, he kind of came to my rescue, so let's up savior and lower freak.
Nice. All right, and since you have no conditions to mark, so you mark a potential. So yay. All right, and just tell me your roses and thorns, and we will. Is anyone else giving Zinc influence?
Actually, I will.
Okay, so why don't we do yours first?
I'll grow closer to team and have it be Zinc.
Okay.
So.
Okay, Zinc, why don't you shift Deirdre's labels?
I don't think he had influence over me before.
Oh,
so.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So it's not a label
okay.
shift.
It's not a label shift. All right. That's good. So, yeah. Nevoa, are you going to give Zinc influence?
No.
Okay, cool. Then we're cool. So yeah. Okay. So Josh, just tell me your thorns and roses, and we can you can drop off.
I didn't have any thorns.
Okay.
But my roses were the team was, as Mara said, uh, working together and trying to find out where he was, and we came close to where he was.
Cool. All right then. Okay. So again, thank you for tuning. Sorry. Thank you for dropping in the game. Sorry, I'm just used to the this is like the end of video thing. So yes. And I hope you enjoyed the thing. Enjoyed
Yes, I
the
did.
game, and yes, and I would say like you did role play very well with the telling Suarez and figuring out, and since now in character you have knowledge of your character's past and we can eventually develop that because you did create the backstory, so I'm going to exploit that to its fullest extent. So yeah,
Exploitation.
exploitation, yes, exploit. All right, so yes, thank you. If you want to drop out you can do so, or you can like stick
Yep.
around like for listening. All right, since
Um,
we already started with Didi, let's go. You give influence. Are you clearing condition or marking potential?
Let's be greedy, mark potential, plus angry helps me
Mm-hmm.
be better at freak roll now.
Yep. And you are only one shy of your next advancement. Yay!
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay.
All right. Okay. Nevoa,
Hi.
end of session, please.
I will grow closer to the team.
Okay. Who made you feel welcome?
Didi.
Okay. Didi, you gain influence over her.
I had influence over her, so
Good.
I can adjust her labels.
Good.
Have at it.
All right, she tried to help out, but initially she screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's all I do.
let's up her danger a notch and take down superior a notch.
I'm actually very intrigued. So.
Okay. Yes, that is very cool. You can clear a condition or mark potential.
I will get rid of.
You're basically this session's Mina. Casually get 3 conditions.
Yeah. I'll get rid of hopeless.
Okay, you are no longer hopeless because you managed to escape and you're not dead. Yet. Alright.
You're not gonna die.
I'm willing to bet.
Okay. And lastly, we have Mina or Red Fox.
Yes, closer to the team, and of course, Didi with the hug.
Yes!
Pew, 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 pew.
I would imagine the hug is being a big thing. So Didi, please shift labels.
Okay, let us let me think on this a moment.
Didi has
She's
it
not
all
always
for
the
it.
most she's not always the most reliable, so let's bump down her savior.
You
And,
can't. That's at a -2.
Can't.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
that's not the lowest one.
It makes sense. She's the reformed.
Yeah, she does some smart stuff, so let's raise superior or lower mundane.
I think my superior is,
Superior
now
is at
on
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's alrighty then. Let's raise her freak and lower her mundane.
Okay.
She's definitely the weird one. Okay, now you have 3 things at extremes. Wow. This is great.
Yep.
This is so great. Are you marking potential or clearing condition?
I'm gonna get greedy and mark potential as
Yay.
I'm on number 3 now.
Okay. Only 3 more. Alright. That's
I know, 2 more.
did you roll what did you roll a miss today?
think the first one was. Oh, I forgot what it
Oh
is.
no, that was a 10. You rolled high, and that's why they crashed into your life.
No. I forgot what it is. I know I'm on 3.
Why are they checking quickly because?
She tried to fake like she was sleeping, I think.
Oh no,
Oh.
that wasn't a roll though. Yeah, that was no roll.
Oh no,
then.
that wasn't a
Yeah, that
roll.
was.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm also checking. Blurg,
Inferior miss.
blurg, blurg, blurg.
Did she? No. Did she take a? She took a hit from the comfort, didn't she? Because she had no conditions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! You're right. Right. That's why. Right. My bad. All right. Only 2 more. Okay. All right. So Maria, do you actually have like since you leveled up, do you have any like your first level up? Woohoo! Do you have any plans
Yay.
on advancement? Have you like looked at anything? Something? Stuff.
I've had a look, but I've just confused myself more. So
Okay, so we can like work on that like after the game when we just like talk randomly about the paperback bear man.
Bear Grylls.
Yeah, Bear Grylls. Anyway, all right. So yeah, let's just write down everyone's rows and thorns, and we will call off the thing. So, all right, Alice, thorn, please. Be thorny.
I'm having trouble coming up with a thorn. I now rose wise, I'll have to say I think it's really beautiful and hideous that Dee Dee at the moment thinks the person she will have to confide about this USB port is a supervillain, and I think that's hilarious. And I also think it's funny that, correct me if I'm wrong, did you give an injection of Dee Dee's blood in the Chimera?
I can't tell you that for plot-related reasons.
So really, I might have grown closer to everyone in the team, really, this episode.
I can't tell you what I did. That would pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That's where the bad stuff happens.
Hilarious.
Then
Yeah, I think there's a lot of roses going on because I think it's funny.
All right. Okay. Evelyn. Roses and thorns. Thorns and roses. In that order.
I don't really have a thorn.
Dang it, man!
But I'm afraid of roses. So,
Dang it, man!
some of my roses, at least, were the scene between Mina and Dee Dee,
Aww.
and you making me just not panic like at 5 a.m.
I didn't. I did put you on the spot, like between, like at that fight scene.
Yeah, but like
I was kind of afraid, and especially when you asked for everyone's help, I'm like, oh snap! Did I put you on the spot? I did, but I was hoping you would eventually figure it out, and you did. You actually did figure out what I was really hoping you would do, which is, hey, just you have the information. Go, get out of here. Don't just go. And you did.
Yeah.
You did roll to smoke screen to get away, and you succeeded, and it was like great. You failed, but you succeeded because I forgot to give you.
we teamed together.
Yeah, I forgot the team thing. I can you tell it's only my third time GMing? No, you can't because I'm professional. All right.
You surely are.
Yeah, Janine. Thorns, please.
Thorns. I think Roll20 hates me when it comes to my
Wait, what?
damn it contacts. Every time I roll, the whole contacts thing.
I mean, it's just making your life interesting. Don't you love that?
This is what I'm plotting things,
I
even
know.
though just the whole this thing just came crashing in again.
Exactly. That is. I mean, that is what it says on the move itself. They come crashing into your life with a crisis, and oh, we're gonna have a crisis. Oh, we assure you. I assure
Hell
you, we
yeah.
are going to have a crisis. I mean, if you think you're going to be present at this like rescue scene, you should think twice because you won't be. All right, and your roses?
This is the fact that I'm trying my best not to be a villain, but because of my contacts, it's going down the drain.
Wait, so your roses and thorns are the same thing?
Oh, no. My
I
thorns is the fact that Roll20 hates the fuck out of me.
oh.
And my roses is that
It keeps
she's
things
trying.
interesting. All right, okay. My thorn is that I kind of put like um Josh and like I'm trying to slowly put Josh and Evelyn in the spot, like slowly have them figure out, and like it's eventually it's just like like figuring out what this character would do. So as long as like you can like do that, you're probably fine. It's not like, you know, I don't know. It comes easy to me. I know it comes easy to Ayla and Janine, but I can't tell how easy it comes to the rest of you. But yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
hoping like with practice you will all get better. So that's one of my thorns, that
The character integrity.
I put you in the spot, and I wasn't sure if you were ready for that, but you were. So uh my rose is the fact that I, I mean, look, I didn't like. Here's the thing: like, you think like you don't know who has him, so you go to the Arana, you go to Tia Juanita's gang to find out who has him. They think the Arana gang has him, so you go to Arana gang to find out who has them, and turns out even they don't have them. The Kiku has them. It's like you're just running around from one corner to the rest, and like I didn't even plan for them. It just happened that way, and it's like the story is evolving like organically with so much detail. And the other cool thing is the USB thing. Now you know, so that's another plot point. We have Mr. Kane's attack on UPP, which wasn't a thing prior to that role, but now it is an integral element of the story. So, yay! So, Janine, your role is not only making life interesting for your character, it's making life interesting for me because I have to like create this entire backstory just to fit your role, which is like scary. And I just have to on
I
the spot figure out, hey, how would she do this? How would she do this? Just think. Oh, you want guns? You want armor, right? Guess who you have in your contacts? There we go. Brilliant. Why would they get guns? Of course they would attack UPP. I mean, it's the most logical thing. So yeah, so like the story is evolving, and of course the scene where Minami kicks your face. It's a punch, not a kick, but it's basically kicking your ass out.
So violent.
So yeah, yeah, that's my. I guess I had way too many roses to count, so that's great. It's horrifying. Uh, yeah, so that's it for this session. Uh, thank you everyone. Like, if you have any parting words for everyone, if you want to tell me something regarding the session right now, you can do so before the video ends.
yes, I
Thank
wonder
you.
who's the other guy from the video.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean the GIF
The
I'm showing?
the DD scene where the guy in the MP3 file
Oh,
Oh
somewhere.
yes, I forgot about that. That is actually a detail I did not write down when I wrote down like what would be in the MP3, but I just felt like, hey, I'm gonna add this in. Just it's there now, so it's part of the story now. And
In
And I do have
I
a
don't
story
know
for that.
who
I
the
like
guy
it is a
is.
plot element. There is like that dude who Enrico shushed is part of the story. And
And I didn't even know who Enrico is. He's part of my empire, lost empire. Alright.
all right. Okay. So yes. Anyway. So thank you everyone, to you two people who are watching this. I don't know who you are. You know who you are. I don't know who you are. You're in the future. So hello, future people. Thank you for joining in this episode six of Mask's Web of Intrigue. We are getting close to finally rescuing Chimera, who is rescuing himself because he's a strong female protagonist. Sorry, strong male protagonist who doesn't need anyone's help to rescue him. He's not a dude in distress.
No, he has Dee Dee's blood, so he is part female protagonist.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh,
Just non-binary.
oh jeez! I can neither confirm nor deny that he may or may not have Dee Dee's blood in him, or not.
Can we say he's a mutated plant now? Since Jared said he might be.
He's a mutated muffin gourdy for sure. Whether that's a plant or not, he's a one of a kind creature.
Jared
He
just
could
like
be.
predicted everything.
He
Oh my
might.
God.
I don't know if he can channel, like if he can like photosynthesize. I don't know if he can do that. We'll figure out if he can photosynthesize. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. We will see you back again on episode 7, where we have the culmination of the rescue of Chimera, and we will definitely not have Red Fox helping them because she has to go to the bathroom. Hint, hint. Again, hint, hint. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. It's all going to come crash down on her life. I assure you.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Probably cry in the corner.
Goodbye and good night. And
Bye.
hey.